votes, but then again, remember, we plan, but God plans best. It is a sad time for the country, but let's listen into Professor Makau Mutua, Raila's close ally, on what he is saying.
Saying of the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, it is difficult and impossible for me to find the right words to express both my grief and that of my family and the collective grief of Kenyans and all those people in Africa and around the world who have known the Right Honorable Raila Odinga. For us, we have been numb since yesterday. We do not know whether we can't even feel ourselves as individuals. But I just want to say that the life of the Right Honorable Raila Odinga has been an exemplary life, a life of sacrifice, a life of resilience, a life of love. I have known the Right Honorable Raila Odinga for over 40 years, in which I've worked very closely with him, as all of you know. And in our last interactions in the public arena, I think it was at the Kenyatta International Conference Center on Katiba Day, where, as he has always done, the Right Honorable Raila Odinga told us the hard truths. But you all know that a year ago, there was a crisis in this country. A crisis that I would like to say was almost existential. And as the Right Honorable Raila Odinga has done before, he once again stepped forward for the nation. And he, together with the President, brought Kenya together to bind its wounds and to heal it. And later, as you all know, he signed an MOU between ODM and UDA to strengthen the purposes and the predicates of the broad-based government. I want Kenyans to realize that it was that singular act of sacrifice by the Right Honorable Raila Odinga and the President that is why we are enjoying the peace that we are enjoying today. You also know that the Right Honorable Raila Odinga was the moving spirit behind the struggle that gave us the 2010 Constitution, one of the most progressive national documents in the world. It is that document that gave us devolution, that gave us independent institutions, that gave us the Bill of Rights, and that gave us the basis for creating the democratic society that we are creating today. I want to tell Kenyans that as Mzee leaves us, that we must make sure that he lives larger in his death than in his life. That the wishes that he left us, the instructions that he left us with, his last will and testament, is that this country must remain united, that we must continue to hold hands, that we must decry and abandon divisionism and splitism, that we must understand that we are all Kenyans and that it matters not where we come from, whether we come from Mandera, whether we come from Kilifi, whether we come from Kitui, whether we come from Gatundu, wherever we come from, we are all equal before the law, and we all must have equal opportunities in this place that we call Kenya. And that is the only way that our democratic experiment will succeed. I want to say that there is no other way for us to honor Mzee than to honor that legacy and to honor the ideals that he lived for, that he worked for. As you all know, Mzee suffered a lot in his life. He was tormented for many years. And yet, Mzee never carried any bitterness inside himself. He never held grudges. Mzee always lived a life of virtue. And so I want to say that as we send him on this final journey, that we must remain one country, united as a republic. I thank you.